Hello! Perfidious Beat here, back to titillate you with more promises of hentai upon which I cannot deliver in XCOM, War of the Chosen. Sorry if you tuned in for the whole Sailor Moon's taut nipples things, but I guess this time Tuxedo Mask's plan to simultaneously assist and woo the woman he loves while staring at her perky breasts is doomed to fail. Also, am I the only one who's kind of creeped out by Tuxedo Mask? The only one? I can't be the only one. The woman he loves thing that I said, that's sort of overstating the case when it comes to Sailor Moon, because I'm pretty sure despite her whole Guardian of the Solar System status, I think Sailor Moon is still in middle school. It's a manga, so angsty teenager in a world where everyone becomes utterly useless on their 21st birthday sort of goes without saying. But you know, manga and writers of Japan, just once, could you throw me like a savior slash protector of the world slash solar system slash galaxy who actually knows what it's like to pay taxes? Just one time. That's all I ask. Because I'm guessing that you'd see a lot less collateral damage if the heroes in these stories were old enough to consider the personal financial impact of the tax levy that the city was going to have to pass to pay to replace all those buildings that got destroyed because somebody was too busy pouting about not being asked to the big spring formal to do their damn job. That's all I want. Just one hero who has felt the sting of knowing what an 8.5% tax hike to pay for all the buildings that Superman knocked down. I just want one person who's felt the pinch. That's all. One person.
Command, we can now employ an
He said Superman. He's not a manga. Isn't he? Isn't he? He's a Mary Sue in every respect. He might as well be a manga character. Oh, but Petey's weak to magic. Really? Then how come he's not dead? How come a sorcerer has never killed Superman? Superman has no weakness. See what's happened? It's all twisted around. Everything centers around the fact that I hate Superman. It's basically the one defining characteristic of my existence. I hate Superman and chili is a soup. That's it. I got two things. That's all I got going. Tommy Chung, you're newly promoted colonel. Let's take you on a mission. Cameron Diaz, we're gonna have to do this one with like less than an ideal team because we are still trying to keep some of our top hitters in reserve to go and burn down the House of the Chosen. Miley, you and Rihanna, I want both of you available. So Rihanna, you're gonna sit this one out. Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith can go if we give them 3 days. And I'd really like Keanu Reeves and Lady Gaga on this one. So I guess we'll take Woody Hint Pants Harrelson. Kristen Wiffleball Stewart, I believe, is his chew toy. And then we need any 2 warm bodies. And we're boned because we don't actually have 2 warm bodies. Well, son of a bitch. Kirsten Dunst, who are you down with? Is Matthew McConaughey available? We could take you and Matthew McConaughey. We don't need you for anything else. Where's Maddie Mac? Maddie, where you at? Oh, Matthew McConaughey's negative trait recovery. Son of a bitch, he's got 1 more day. We could take somebody who's tired, I suppose. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take somebody who's actually. I'm gonna take Paris Strabismus Hilton on this one. I know you're tired, Paris, but you're just gonna have to buck it up. Take some of that inheritance money, run down to Starbucks, buy it. Starbucks. Where did that come from? Was that like a Starbucks / Star Fox crossover? They just throw hot boxes of coffee at you. It's actually an idea whose time may have come. Now that I think about it, just like you drive up through the drive-thru and they just throw a box of hot coffee into your car. Be like, get out of here, and then you take $5 and go do a barrel roll. Shadowlands, no. Tommy Chung, let's give you... You have no really useful abilities, so let's make you our execution sniper. Expanded magazine, repeater, that's good. Tommy Chung can be an executionist. That's not a word, Pete. I know, I got home from seeing Infinity War just a little while ago. I'm doing some recording before heading out to do a little relaxing drinking this evening, and I'm still kind of all juiced up. Movie's real good. I'm not going to give any kind of spoilers or anything. All I'll say is, if you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor. Go see it. It's real good. Cameron Diaz, I think we'll come back to you here at the end. Although, you know what? You're set up for robot killing. Let's just let you continue with the robot murder. That seems like a fine job for you, actually. An advanced expanded magazine superior scope may be overkill. I really don't want to give you anything with an expanded magazine. If you're going to be robot killing, maybe you just roll with what you got. Like, the one gun is probably enough to murder some robots. Let's have you do that. Hemp pants? What are you packing in those hemp pants? No, seriously though, Woody, I'd like to see your penis. Show me what you got. Let's make you a damage shooter. I don't think Woody has needle. I really wish it just showed all of their abilities on the side, and I really wish I didn't have to wait for that friggin' scroll. You do not have Shredder. You have Needle and Deadeye, no Shredder. I don't want to upgrade his weapon, though. Just want to change it. Make it a different weapon. You do have Tactical Rigging, though. So maybe we give you... Superior Scope, Superior Expanded Magazine. I really wish you had Shredder, but since you don't, I guess we'll give you the Dragon Rounds. We'll make Woody our damage shooter. Wiffle ball. I got really nothing to say to you. Why don't you take Advanced Expanded Magazine and a Superior Scope? That's acceptable for you. You're not ready to join the big leagues with Annihilate yet, so you can be a single target Banish Monkey. And then we'll go Kirsten Ficus Dunst, who I do believe does have... I believe Kirsten Dunst has both Shredder and Needle. Is this not correct, Kirsten? You have Shredder. You don't have Needle yet, but you could get it. And you have... Worth it? Not worth it? With the AP round, she's already ignoring like 5 points of armor. Maybe we just... That's fine. Kirsten Dunst can take the AP rounds and be our target shooter, and that just leaves little old Paris Strabismus Hilton down here, who I think has... What are you geared up for, Paris? Just got a scope and a superior repeater, huh? All things considered, that's probably a good loadout for you. Let's just roll with that. Roll it on up into the mission. This is just a guerrilla operation, and this is the one thing that's really been intriguing me. Well, there's several things that intrigue me about this campaign. I actually been enjoying playing the All Reapers quite a bit. But they have an easy time on missions that most teams struggle with, and missions that are usually a slam dunk for a team of competence, like, you know, say, 2 Rangers, a Templar, 2 Grenadiers, and a Specialist. The kind of missions that those guys slam dunk, the Reapers struggle with, and the kind of missions that those guys struggle with, the Reapers just slam dunk. The whole campaign's gone topsy-turvy. It's upside down. Like Sailor Moon was that time Tuxedo Mask captured her in a big net and strung her up from a light bulb just because he liked to see what her boob physics looks like upside down. I don't remember Tuxedo Mask doing that, Pete. Trust me, it's in there. Just, you know, dig deep enough, you'll find it. It's one of those Sailor Moon deep cuts that not everybody actually knows about. And possibly stare at the top nipples of a prepubescent girl, because that's what Tuxedo Mask is into. See, this is why I'm creeped out by him. Be like, Pete, but he's also a prepubescent boy. I mean, okay, sure, I guess it's age appropriate for Tuxedo Mask, but the fact that I'm being forced to ingest it makes me less happy. So High Alert has tried to pork us, but we are all Reapers and thus unporkable. Speaking of unporkable, Paris Hilton. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Untouchable, branded unfuckable. Pete, there's video evidence that suggests that Paris Hilton has not been branded unfuckable. You're right. I think Fred Durst may have jumped the gun a little bit on that one. So do we try to take these guys out, or do we set up to take them out next turn? I think let's wait a turn. See if we can't go for a little Claymore in there. One Claymore will drop one of those Vipers. We can kill them in one fell swoop. Let's bring you... These guys may patrol, and we don't know where. But as long as we're up against this rail, should be relatively okay. Another patrol down at the end. This is the field commander, so that's the man we have to kill. We can banish him at will, then. I mean, it's fine, Bradford. We can just go give him a timeout whenever we want. Be like, go to your room, Mr. Advent Field Commander, man, and don't come out until you've thought about what you've done.
I understand.
It's like, what did I do? Be like, you know. Working for Advent, you know what crimes you're guilty of. You don't need me to advertise the fact. You know. Do we want to wrap all the way around? That seems like a kind of a... Speaking of deep cuts, that's a deep cut across the map. Let's have Tommy Chong just take it up the gut. Up the gut, Tommy. Come on. This one's for your fallen homeboy. This one's for Cheech, man. These guys are moving away from us. That's bad. We should pursue and exterminate. We don't actually know where that guy's trying to get to yet, though. And while we're on the subject of exterminate, let's have
I'll leave this here.
Kristen Stewart. She's gonna leave that right there. And you know what? Just go ahead and take the shot. This kills the Viper flat out and badly damages the Archon. Paris Hilton should be able to finish the Archon off with maybe like a Deadeye shot from up high. Should have a relatively high critical chance. Paris, what do you think? Deadeye get the job done? 12 damage is the minimum. Is that enough? We got 2. Pete, you really got to install. Yep, 12 is just enough. 87% chance to hit, but it's not going to get any better. We take the shot. Pete, you really got to install numeric health totals. And you're not wrong. We should probably install numeric health totals. It's been on the agenda. I just keep forgetting. I never remember that I need to install that mod until right after I've actually had to count pips to figure out how much health somebody has, and then I'm like, all right, numeric health totals. But by then it's too late because I've already started recording for the day, and I'm not going to break out in the middle of it to install a mod because I'm that lazy. An Illyrium core is superior stock. Superior stock, I like that you're superior, but you're still a stock and thus completely pointless.
Covering ground.
Cameron Diaz to here. Kirsten Ficus Dunst. Let's bring you to here.
I must move quickly.
This guy's just about all wrapped up. What are you back here? So, giant robot, not a problem. We've still got Paris Hilton with her Deadeye. A Deadeye shot from blue screen round should do relatively catastrophic damage. And we can double up on these guys, set them up, knock them down. Do we give them the double up, Pete? We're gonna, yeah, we're giving them the double. We're gonna do the double. Kirsten Dunst comes in, lobs down the old Granado.
Our prey will fall.
Bam. Claymore is down. Claymore is ready. Who's backing her up? Hemp Pants. Seems like a good job for you, Woody. Let's get you in here. Go ahead and back her up. Drop a little bit of claim. We want to make sure this is going to be shootable. Let's drop it right here.
Patience.
Right on top of that poor stun lancer who has no idea what's about to hit him. And Smokin Cameron Joe Diaz. We're going to bring you up here and let you take one of these kills because you need the EXP. Still not max rank. We'll do catastrophic damage to the Advent General as well. Stun Lancer's dead. General's real hurt. Looks like there was a tertiary explosion. They set off something else with that blast. What was it that also got set off? We have anybody that can shoot that man? Kristen Stewart actually may be able to finish him off, which is fine because Kristen Stewart's also not max rank, and these generals are really good EXP. Only a 67% chance to hit, though. Let's go for the sting, that way in case we miss, no chance of being revealed. And it's a good thing we did, because Kirsten didn't actually kill him. She just kind of pissed him off.
I go where you tell me.
Yeah, well, could you come and finish this man? I mean, Paris Hilton's back there, and that's nice. But you have a 48% chance. Well, no reason to not sting, then.
Mercy.
And dead. You got lucky there, Pete. I kind of tend to think you make your own luck, really.
Confirmed. That's how it's done. We need to clear the area of any remaining hostiles.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem. We got Paris Robot Killer Hilton over here, ready to put these robots into the ground. We're gonna have her drop over here and reload. She's down a bullet, and she could probably just banish that robot straight out. Now that most of our hard targets are down, we have no problem with just coming out of shadow, because the pods that are left on this mission may also... My feeling is there's probably a Chosen lurking around, and they're not going to spawn until we become... Well, maybe not. Maybe we should save that blue screen round banish for the sectopod, Pete. Okay, you know, you sold me. I didn't come here today looking to buy a new toaster, but then you're like, hey, Pete, we got these sweet-ass Cuisinart toasters, 4 slice number, makes 4 delicious crisp pieces of toast in 1 swift toasting. And I'm like, well, wasn't on a list when I came in the door, but I guess there's something to be said for shopping. Sometimes the thing that you really want isn't necessarily the thing that you came for, and sometimes you can't always get what you want, but if you try, you might find you get a new toaster. Paris Hilton, whenever set that off. Nah, she's got our robot killing shoes on. Maybe Smokin Cameron Diaz?
I go where you
Just a couple kills for Cameron Diaz, and then we can have Paris Hilton finish on the follow-up. I like this. Double detonate, please. That's got 2 kills and all the armor is gone. Robot's gonna still be on his feet, but only as long as it takes Paris Hilton to pop him through the eye. I was gonna say eyeball, but I don't know what he's got. Like through the photoreceptor? Whatever it is he's got jammed into that skull is. It ain't there no more. Still not revealed. Well, let's get an team of demolitionists with their explosives in the way and get ready to handle this sector.
Watch my back.
Anybody with a claymore, we just want you guys coming up here and getting close to the enemy and ready to throw.
I am trusting you.
Raidon, we might have you just take a single move and reload, because you have Annihilate Banish. We may need that.
Re-up and reload.
Ficus, Overwatch for you.
I will always fight.
I mean, it's not difficult to find a sectopod, Tommy Chong. They're advertise their presence pretty reliably. Here I am, look at me, stomping around.
Deadly trap.
Making a lot of noise. A deadly trap from Kirsten Dunst. We should probably have Kirsten take the shot here. I wonder, can we get enough claymores on target to not even have to not even have to bother with a follow-up shot? Can we get just a straight-up 3-banger here? Paris Hilton still has a claymore. We probably want to keep Paris Hilton in case we need the robot, though. So we got 3 claymores on target. That actually is still not enough to kill that sectopod. It'll hurt him very badly and make it so that Paris Hilton can probably take him out with 1 deft shot. Is the kill EXP actually worth it? Yeah, no, it's not. Just go ahead and wiffle ball. 2 kills for you. Bunch of damage on the sectopod. And I guess we'll let Paris Hilton mop. That didn't come even close to killing him. And mostly, again, just kind of pissed him off. Paris? This should not be a challenging shot. We could have her banish. Sectopod 100% to hit, not enough damage even with the blue screens. What if we go Deadeye? Still not enough. Well, sting him up then. Soften him down with those blue screen rounds. Did you not have blue screen rounds? You should have done more damage than that. If you had blue screens, that would have hurt a lot more. Woody Harrelson's max rank. We don't need to feed him kills. We could feed Cameron. Oh, you know what? Cameron Diaz was. Never mind. I have the wrong robot killer, Pete. You're right. I'm an idiot. Well, here we go. Problem solved. EXP goes to someone who needs it. Sectopod goes up in flames. Cameron Diaz picked up an ability point as well. And no chosen. Okay, then. Operation Frozen Moon getting us ever closer to an encounter with the corrections officer because we have committed a crime. They don't call him jailbait for no reason, Pete. Yeah, I know. Tuxedo Mask. That guy's in trouble. No, Romeo and Juliet laws will keep Tuxedo Mask state. Not out of the state of Texas, it won't. Pretty sure Tuxedo Mask is not Texan. Advent will burn? I mean, they sort of already did. Also, a very good juxtaposition to Operation Frozen Moon. Operation Frozen Moon. Advent will burn. It'd be a great movie tagline. Coming this fall to theaters. The moon is encased in a layer of ice. And Advent will burn. Paris Hilton getting shaken. Let's hope she doesn't get a negative trait out of that. Elerium core we picked up. Superior stock. Corpses that don't matter at all. Agent 47 is still here for Alexander Sokolov. I'm sorry, Sokolov. I tried everything I could to save you, but apparently there is no escaping the clutches of Agent 47. He's a master of disguise, much more so than you would expect a bald man with a UPC code tattooed on the back of his head to be, but...
We should give them a few days off to recover if we can manage it.
Already taken care of, Bradford. Oh, and Paris Hilton is an obsessive reloader, which is very bad. I'm guessing a hypervital chamber probably won't cure that. Maybe we should build the hypervital chamber. It's not a terrible idea. So we need, in order to get our A team, we need 3 days. I need 3 days, XCOM. Give me 3 days. You give me 3 days, and I'll give you a dead chosen. Say nothing out of that. What were we doing? Stray dogs, supplies, we don't need any of that. Intel, don't really have a need for that. We have a trillion. Actually, you know what we should do? We haven't been to the black market in a bit, and we have a ton of intel now. We should go do that and then finish making contact with West Africa, because it looks like that's what we were working on before we stopped. I'm sorry, I didn't have time to notice you speak. What was it that you were saying, El Huntador? Something irrelevant, I'm sure. Superior laser sight, superior stock. We don't need either of those things. Chosen hunter information, don't need. Be candidate and assault you. Thanks for bringing me over here. It was a waste of time. It's like when you go to... What's the store where they carry, like, overstock items? It's like here today, gone tomorrow. Here today? Is that the name of the store? It's like when you go to here today and you're cruising around. It's like, we don't have anything that's good at all. All we have this week are, like, beach umbrellas and a bunch of discount Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You're like, well, I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I don't want to buy a pallet of it, so I'm good. I think I'll just go.
Our friends in the Resistance are paying a heavy price.
Yeah, 21 supplies a month by the look of things. Is that a heavy price, Bradford? I don't really think so. Maybe they shouldn't have let the Chosen blow up all those buildings. Maybe if they weren't too busy pouting about not getting asked to the spring formal, they would have been there to stop the Chosen, or the Hunter there, and they wouldn't have had to have that bond levy pass.
Chosen warlock here.
Ever think about that? Bond issues are serious business. Watch me burn. I have 2,000 supplies. I guess installing a radio relay is sort of useful. All the rest of these things are stuff we objectively have no use for whatsoever. We have enough intel. We're at our contacts limit. We have plenty of open safety valves available. We can go burn down facilities whenever we damn well please. The Avatar project isn't even making great progress to begin with. Are we finally ready to go and take out a Chosen? 2 more days, Pete. You need 3 days, I can get you 3 days. You need 4 days, I can get you 3 days. Thanks, Leon. And that should be a covert operation completing? No. Avatar project? No. Avatar project, okay. Little bit of sabotage. Listen, all y'all. It's a sabotage.
We had some wounded soldiers.
Dave Chappelle picking up a little bit of injury. Our boy Snoop Dogg, though, once again out there getting the job done. What covert actions are available? Any of you have a promotion? We could recruit a scientist, get a promotion for that. We could also reduce the Avatar project progress again, which is just kind of funny. I'd really rather just at this point have the promotion. I think we send Snoop and get him promoted to... He's getting promoted from D-O-double-G to C-O-L. O-N-E-L. Colonel Snoop. 10 Illyrium crystals? Sure, I have no use for him. I would prefer that neither of these people be wounded, and a small but non-zero chance that maybe Cameron Diaz pulls a promotion out of this as well, just from the EXP level up.
My followers will lead this action to victory.
Yeah, you're on the ball, Geist. All of your followers been doing a lot of heavy lifting on this campaign. Showing up periodically at the Avenger only to be turned away with a cold shoulder and a grim smile. Yeah, you guys should be back in action, though. Okay, it said they were tired for a day. They gotta be done. We've let like 6 days pass. Everybody is back, and that means finally, we can go kill the Warlock. And that's what we're going to do, but we're going to do that next episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like more hollow promises about the taut nipples of young girls, might consider subscribing as well. You know what? Maybe if that's what you're looking for, don't subscribe, because you don't really seem like the sort of clientele we're looking for in this part. Maybe consider, I don't know, try Logan Paul. That seems like it might be up his alley. Me, though, I'm done. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.